What's up, y'all? Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. Pick you up some merch at the Big Herc 916.com store. Um, man, the OG was telling me he was talking to this youngster, and he was trying to tell the youngster about respect and about mannerism and how to conduct himself, and just little things that you pass down from generation to generation, and learning how to defend himself, handle his business if he has to. But for the most part, you try to avoid confrontation, conflicts, drama, that type of stuff. And he said, OG, I don't need to know how to fight because I'm a shooter. And he said, you're a shooter? He said, yeah, I'm a trigger man. I'm a gunner. I'll pull that yapper out. He said, is that right? You're going to pull the yapper out. So if you have a situation which could be handled by your hands, and then after it's all said and done, you can shake hands, you would rather shoot that individual? And he said, yeah, OG, I'm not about to get faded, have somebody put me on World Star, laughing. I'm a down him. He said, man, you're gonna down someone because you got your ass whooped and spend the rest of your life in the penitentiary? Oh, gee, I'm gonna do it and get away, but if there's people around, I mean, shit, gee, I can't let nobody, whoop my ass and just take that. He said, why not? You take an ass whooping, it's just an ass whooping. You live to fight another day, or you learn things about your character, and you move on in life. That's part of being a man. You ain't never got a whooping by your daddy? Oh, gee, my dad ain't even around, man. I ain't got no pops, man. I got uncles and some relatives, some cousins, but they all been in the penitentiary and stuff, man. And I ain't really got nobody that put their hands on me, man. My mom raised me. Oh, okay. So you ain't never got a whooping by your daddy then, and then you've never actually took any type of boxing lessons or karate or anything like that. No, gee, I done squabbled a little bit with the homies in the hood just on some messing around time, but shit, I ain't gonna let them. I'm not gonna just let somebody whoop my ass, and if I had that pistol, I'm gonna pull that pistol. Wow. He said, you young people, man, you're so quick to throw away your life. He said, man, do you know what the penitentiary has for you? Nah, what is that, OG? The penitentiary has a bathroom with a bed, with another bed, and basically a roommate for life. Somebody telling you when you could shit, somebody telling you when you could go eat, somebody telling you when you could watch TV, and no women. And if you think somebody's gonna spend their time trying to get out to some remote prison facility to come visit you every week, you got another thing coming, man. And once you're in there, Then you got to deal with a whole another world of problems with all the politics, drama, the predators, the people who are dealing with mental illness, the guards, slave labor. Because you ain't making no money in there. You working for pennies on the dollar. And you got to have a job in a penitentiary, man. You can't lay in your bunk all day. Well, OG, I mean, shit, man. You know, it's what everybody's doing. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, man. You know, you get that pistol, man, and he's like, nah, man. You get those hands. You get those hands in order, and get your mouthpiece in order, and learn how to think and avoid a situation that will put you in a predicament like that. You know, you don't go to a place where you feel you're going to be compromised and then have to shoot your way out of it and catch a case. You know, with all the cameras around nowadays, man, with all the just access to video cameras, you really think you're going to get away with something? DNA? See, what you don't realize, even if you got away with shooting somebody after you got your ass whooped, which most likely, if you're fighting somebody, there's going to be some type of witness, somebody seeing something, but sooner or later it's going to catch up to you. And there's been thousands, probably millions of people sitting in the penitentiary who would tell you that they shot somebody or killed somebody over a situation that could have been avoided. And now they got to sit back and think about it every day and grow old and become grandpas in prison. Think about your life, youngster. Think about your life, man. You run around, you're sagging, you're acting a fool, you know, putting yourself in situations, dealing with knuckleheads and just drama, and then you got an unregistered firearm, and you're like a penitentiary number waiting to happen. You're throwing rocks at the penitentiary hoping that they'll let you in there. And believe me, they will let you in there. They have no problem locking your ass up. And then having your family put your house up for collateral to try to get you bail because you're fighting attempted murder or murder beef. Think, young man. Oh, OG, you know. Nah, I don't know. What I do know is that if you have to get into a fist fight and you're dealing with a situation, I mean, man, a lot of times after the ass whooping is administered, somebody will break it up, and hopefully you guys can walk away from it and, you know, be friends later on. That's how we used to do it. But to down somebody over something so small, I mean, something that's you'll forget about in a day or two, to have your whole life compromised is not worth it, man. You know, you got any kids? Yeah, OG, I got a little son. So you want your son? Just listen to what I'm saying. You want your son to shoot another young man if he got his ass whooped? No, I mean, OG, I mean, shit, he, you know, shooting, I mean, yeah, see what I'm saying? So you want your son to follow in your footsteps rather than him learning, you know, to maybe defend himself or get involved in martial arts or learn something about discipline or just avoid the situation altogether. But, I mean, getting punched in the nose or catching a fade, you know, when you're out here running your mouth, that comes with the territory. But when you take a person's life, you can't get that back, man. And so if you take somebody's life and you go to the penitentiary, your son's out here now in the same situation with no dad, and he's learning from your example, and now he's a young man packing a pistol, ready to throw his life away, not realizing that there's so many other opportunities available. Wow, gee, I didn't think about it like that. Well, you should, man, because you got a child you're raising, man. And it doesn't matter what gets blasted on social media or what, these guys are talking in these songs, man. Ain't nothing glamorous about sitting in the penitentiary for the rest of your life for taking somebody else's life when the situation could have been avoided. Think about that, man. Think about that when next time, you talk about, oh man, I'll just smoke, homeboy. I'll just, I'll get out on my ops. And then what? I mean, are you really living life? Have you even begin to live life? Not at 18, not at 17, not at 16, not at 15, not at 21, not at 22, not at 23, not at 24. You haven't even begun to live life, man. Give yourself a chance to live life before you take a life. Big Herc 916.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.